Here we go again, guys. Back more of the Africa Challenge today with the Tour of Qatar. I will split this race up in 2 stages as it is a 6-day stage race. Consists of 5 flat stages and a time trial. Our sponsors want us to get a top 3 finish overall. Considering this 5 flat stages and 1 time trial, the big deciding moment of course is, do we have a good sprint on the team and do we have a good time trial rider? Because the best time trial rider, it's only a 12km time trial. So the sprinters can win it if they win enough bonus seconds to overtake. And on top of that, it is a pretty short time trial as well. Some of the sprinters are pretty good at polos and shorter time trials, so they should be able to get a good result there as well. So you need a kind of good sprint and a kind of good time trial rider. Unfortunately for us, this looks pretty difficult for us since Africans aren't really known as being the best time trial riders. Just looking at our team here, it's a good thing it's not we don't have many team time trials in the entire season, because we only have one guy with over plus 70 time trial, and that's Olympi. I will be picking him because he's in excellent shape right now, and of course he has best sprint and best time trial on everybody in the entire team. And that's really what matters right now. There's no hills, no mountains, so I don't really think I'll take mine to see. I'll rest him. I don't think I'll take Van Rensburg. And Tichao, I don't think I'll take either. I could take him, wouldn't really matter that much. Sprinter, actually I could take Van Rensburg because he's a pretty good guy here. And then I'll probably just take the guys who are in best shape. Maybe I should just take the guys who are in best shape. Take Hamino? No, I don't think I'll pick him. Kudos, no. Hadi, Kamai. Yeah, that's 8 right there, right? And we don't have too many of our big guns out here. Yeah, the Olympi will be the definite captain of the team. But the first stage here, 141 flat. Let's get to the final sprint and see how the Olympi can match up against tough guys like Sagan, Nisolo, Bone. I'll imagine the Olympi will be somewhere around Cancellara, maybe just a bit lower because he isn't here on this list. Okay, it's the last 28 kilometers. We just had a 5-man group here with a lot of Lampard riders, considering they just went for the points when Steno here, the Belgian rider here, has been in the breakaway for the last 50 kilometers. All of my riders were completed dead before, but right now, every rider in the peloton were completed dead. They're probably all regained a lot of power now, but as you can see, the wind is pretty tough still. It has been up to about 70 at one point, so it's still really high, but let's see if they can hang on now, where we go up to like 85 again. MP is protected by Van Zyl. He's my only guy. I don't expect to create lead out train. I think Sagan is strong enough to keep up with us here, so let's just see who'll start out in front, and if our riders can manage to find their way up to the front of the peloton again and pull out a great amount of effort right here. And see the wind right now. Do we have a wind flag? It's coming from the left right now, so they should move to the left. Yeah, I'm right. MP just has to stay near the front so he doesn't get caught back. Once the peloton will split apart, because you can already see here the peloton is stretched out, and I got it narrowed down to like 6-10 man peloton with only MP and Hadi here, my second best rider on the flat. Actually, my second best rider is Van Zyl, but he was protecting me, so he was also really tired just by doing that all the time. MP here, sitting right now in 20th position. I think that's okay. I want to secure his sets up here, so I'll just increase his effort a bit to ensure that. I haven't really seen this before, that an entire team goes away, but Modolo and Nisolo are just sitting on Pipernik and Durasek right now, and they'll probably decide the sprint between them if that group comes together to the finish line. But there's still 19-20 kilometers to go. Now half of the peloton has fallen off. There's a gap here now. Any big riders down here? I don't really know. Kump, Hivard. I'm looking at every sprinter over 74 is a big name here that's been dropped. But I only see like 70 to 73. So I'm not really that aware. Kanai has fallen off here. That's first guy fallen off, I think. Yeah, that's my first rider away. Debesa is tired as well. Lang is tired. We have up front right now, we have Craven, Berhanet and Hadi. 2 of them are almost completed dead. Van Zyl is really tired as well. Can't hang on, protecting MP for much longer now. I think I'll just put him up front as well, and I'll put Daryl MP on Peter Sagan's wheel, hopefully. If I can even get... I don't think I can actually get on Sagan's wheel. catch this rider. Is that what I have to do or what? Just seems wrong. Follow. I think it's because he's followed by Colbrelli already here. Okay, get plugged in by a bunch of lead-out trains here and a bunch of different riders, but I think we have a little train going here in the back of the train, it seems, behind Colbrelli and Sagan. I'm a bit confused as where I am actually positioned right now. We don't have many of the big sprinters, which I'm pretty happy about. Modolo and Nisola are probably the biggest two dedicated pure sprinters. Sagan is, you can't really call him a sprinter even though he's won the green jersey a couple of times now. And here they go again, 71 riders. I think I found the wheel of Sagan. Oh, haven't I? I'm not exactly sure what's going on right here. It's a bit confusing, all of this, because I don't know if I'm actually following him or if I'm just following a train of riders and then slowly get dropped back, because right now I'm far behind Peter Sagan right here. See, I'm moving up now, but this is costing me a lot of energy right here. I'm not even close. This annoys me a lot. Okay, I think I'm not even going to catch up with the group in front of me. I started the sprint so slow here. Can I get a top 20 position? I just don't want the group in front of me. TINKOFF has completely dominated this sprint. Benati and Sagan will probably take a 1-2 victory here. They're all MP right here. Battling for 10th. I think Sagan takes it in front of Benati, Bohn. I think that's Bosenhagen. Nisolo actually overtakes him at the end. And I think Cancellar, Gröneweg. I think I got 12th or 13th place with the MP. But considering this is a small peloton, I'm hoping that some of the favorites for the time trial maybe have fallen a bit back and they'll have to gain time on me on some of the other stages, especially the time trial. And of course we have guys like Hitler and Taylor Finney, so that doesn't sound like that likely when I'm looking at the top 10 names on the right here. This is going to be difficult. Let's get to stage 2. And what an absolute joke. I clearly saw there were plenty of gaps, and look at this. There are gaps, so many different groups, and they all decided to the first 149 riders all at the same time. So stupid. Why couldn't they just... There are gaps at the finish line. Just use those gaps. It's so simple, and then we have to end up with this. And nothing... All of my efforts were for nothing. I didn't get a top 10 finish. Didn't get anything. I don't even want to show you the profile of this too. I see just do it quickly because it's flat and it has 2-point sprints. We all know what's going to happen. It's going to be a match sprint. This time I'm trying to create a sprint train because this side wind thing doesn't work out for me. My riders are not good enough on flat roads. Okay, last 22 kilometers, a minute and 20 seconds to the front group. Our 4 helpers have fallen off the peloton or are so tired that they couldn't keep up anymore. So we have our 4 big guys left. We have Barnier and Hadi to lead out Van Zyl, and then of course finally our sprinter who hopefully will get a top 10 place today, the Olympi. Let's see, we can actually start creating a sprint train here in about 500 meters or so. Of course I want Impi on Van Zyl's wheel as soon as possible. Van Zyl will then follow, let's see, Hadi. I think he'll follow Hadi, and then Hadi will follow Bahane. And then Bahane will then follow, let's see, Boaro until further notice. Let's just try and get to the right. The wind is a bit annoying here because you don't want to sit too far here for too long here. Let's see if they'll impede. Of course, the final guy, sprinter itself, who has to save energy, can't find the gap himself and will have to close the gap to the riders in front of him. But that's just the way things is in this game. You can't do much about it. Create a little sprint train here. I will probably get blocked in because riders will keep up falling back from the riders up front here. I would like to stay of course as far forward as possible, but then you just use unnecessary energy. I could also try and stay on the left here, but that's really difficult considering more and more teams will try to get their riders to the front and you will easily get blocked in. Of course, we have Benati in the white jersey. We have Sagan in, I think, the yellow jersey. Yeah, I think it's the yellow jersey in this race. It's right there. On that, we had a rider in the under 25 jersey. Up here, Gert in the breakaway. 5th overall. Pretty surprised they even allowed him to get in the breakaway. But you can see now, Berhane and Hati and Van Zyl are almost completely tired, all of them. Which is not good for my train at all. You don't want the riders to be tired. And Rui Costa and the guy falling back, I think it was a Lampa rider. Of course, typical Lampa riders. Completely block off my guys here. I think I'm just going to use Hati and Berhane. I'll move him to the side here. Block off maybe a bit. Didn't really work out. But let's see here. Hati can't even keep up with Duatek up in front here, it seems. Yeah, this is too early. I started this too early again. Hati and Van Zyl can't keep this up for too long. Famote and Bone on my wheel right now. Oscar Gato will lead out Benati. Okay. But this is bad because when Impy wants to start a sprint, he wants to be at the highest pace possible. You can see this train's moving faster, this train's moving faster, and this train's moving faster. So now Impy starts and has to accelerate up to a higher speed. This is not good at all. I'm plugging in TINKOFF Saxo here. I keep on calling them TINKOFF Saxo. I know they just call TINKOFF, but it's just... that's the name I remember him by, so that's what I'm going to call him a lot of times. I think this is going to be a top 10 finish at least. Seems very similar to the last finish actually. This time we go left and roundabout instead of right. I think we went last time. Could use many detail, but I don't think it'll matter much. Cancellara comes here. It's an 11-man group. Will the time gaps matter this time? That's a bit down to Van Zyl here. Bonifacio. I think this is a 7th place finish. 7th place for Double Impy. And I think Bonifacio just got close enough so that there's no time gaps. Would have been really nice. So a bit bummed about that. Sagan takes his 2nd stage in a row. Next stage, which will be the final stage of the video, will also be the most exciting stage because this is the time trial. It's a pretty short one. We'll only follow Double Impy because he's the only guy who really matters in this race. Stage 3 looks as follows. It's a short time trial, only 12 kilometers long. Double Impy with his 72 time trial, 72 prologue, doesn't really care whatever kind of stage it is. I'm hoping it's classified as a time trial because sprinters usually have great prologue stats, and I'd rather face up against some of the favorites here. Let's see who it actually is. It seems like it is actually a prologue because we have guys like Peter Sagan, Orson Hagen, Philip Silbert here, and Greg van Avermaet. So this is not good for me at all. Okay, this is a bit of a bummer, honestly. I'll try my best anyway, and hopefully we can get a top 10 finish. That's really my only hope here. Okay, here it is. It's finally Double Impy's turn. Look, this the finish line is right behind the goal line. This is the most boring time trial. It's still literally just like 4 or 5 roundabouts, and they just go various way around them and come back to where they started. Okay, here Impy goes. I'll put him around 70, I think. That's the best pace right now. So far my teammates have done pretty horrible. You can see here only 2 riders in the top 50. Berhane, Van Zyl and Hati. My best 3 helpers, of course, are the best riders here as well. So I guess this is pretty much a flat time trial stage. There's no hills at all. It's simply just how fast can you go around these roundabouts. You see the other riders coming against you all the time. It's pretty boring. You can see right here, 900 meters up to Trentin. 900 meters to Orson Hagen was one of the best riders. So I'm as close to a bad rider as I am to a better rider. So I don't really know what to say about that. I don't know if that's good or bad. 5.5, 4.6. I think he's catching up with me more than I'm catching up with Trentin. So that's probably not good. I don't think I'll get a top 10 here. Just by looking at my other times. But I feel like my green and blue bar are following each other really nicely. So it confuses me. I thought I would have done better than this at this point. 800 meters, but now only 700 meters to Orson Hagen. And that's probably only because I decided to accelerate a bit. Which would have probably cost me in the end. If I'd stayed at 70, I think I would have done better than my time will be now. So all in all, this episode is turning out to be a bit of a failure 33rd, still the best of my teammates, but only like 7 seconds better than Berhanet. Bosenhagen Niederlei comes in 2nd place, so that's a bit of some tough competition you go up against here. Just Van Emden seems to be the strongest. Will probably take the overall jersey unless Sagan, who of course has a 20-second lead after his 2 wins, will get in a top 10 finish. He needs a top 10 finish, Peter Sagan, to take over, to keep his yellow jersey. Otherwise, he'll probably be satisfied by losing like 40 seconds, because there's still a couple of stages with a lot of bonus seconds to fight for. So he won't be out of it at all if he doesn't get here. But look at this, he's almost catching Modolo here in front of him. Peter comes in 18th place with 9 seconds. Probably will lose the jersey to Justin M. Let's check out the new overall results. Okay, the new overall standings looks as follows. Sagan drops to 4th place. The best rider in my opinion right now is Bosenhagen. If he can get a good sprint on one of the last 3 stages, he should easily overtake Justin M just by bonus seconds. I'm pretty sure Sagan lost by 30 seconds, yeah. And he has 20 seconds behind Justin Emden. So that's 10 bonus seconds if you win the stage. By winning 1 stage, Sagan will tie Van Emden. By winning and getting a just opponent finish on one of the last 3 remaining stages, he should overtake. So in my opinion, this is between Peter Sagan and Edvard Bosenhagen right now. Other than that, I'm pretty disappointed in Cancellara not even getting anywhere close to the top 3. 18 seconds after Van Emden, Bosenhagen, and Keinga. Of course, this was a prologue and not a time trial, but he still has 80, I believe, in prologue stats here. As for me, I'm dropped all the way down here to 39th place. 46 seconds I lost today. 46 seconds after. 10 seconds will only 20. If I win every stage, so from now on till the end, that'll be 30 seconds. Of course, unless I get in the breakaway, but I'll be 30 seconds. That's 16. That'll only put me up to 9th place, and that's discounting the other bonus seconds that will be split between other riders. So my only chance now is getting in the breakaway and lasting and getting a gap to the person, most importantly, because otherwise I probably won't beat Peter Sagan in the sprint, and it'll be very difficult to get away from the person, but it's probably my only shot to get a top 3 finish, which in my opinion is a pretty terrible goal, because looking at my team, it's close to impossible to get a top 3 finish in TINKOFF Qatar with the roster I have and the competition I'm up against. But yeah, enough complaining from me. That's it for this episode. Next episode will continue with the TINKOFF Qatar, finishing off the final 3 stages. Will all be flat sprint stages, but it will be a lot more exciting, considering I will be attacking every stage, trying to get that gap to Peter Sagan, Justin Emden, and all the other top riders in the overall classification right now. But that's it for today. If you enjoyed it, please remember to leave a like and comment down below what you thought about the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.